Okay, so today we're going to be changing the differential fluid on my Honda. We are using Honda's official fluid. Here's my truck, and it's nice and nasty. But if you look to the left, just a little bit to the left of the center, you will find the drain plugs right here. The top is the fill, bottom is the drain, obviously. Let's get a look at that, and then it's very easy to open. You're just going to use your basic half-inch wrench here, and you're going to want to start with the top, because you want to make sure you can fill it before you drain it. Otherwise it's going to be empty and you're going to be stuck with a vehicle with no fluid in it at all. This is difficult to move. You want to make sure it's secure, and as you can see, this is pretty rusty, so it's pretty stuck on there. So I just tap it with a hammer just to make sure it's in all the way before I start yanking it, as I don't want to strip it. And I gave it several tugs here and it's just not moving for me, so I'm gonna have to end up using a different technique. Okay. So jacks are a lot stronger than I am, so I found that they're pretty valuable in helping to loosen up some sticky bolts. So placing the handle on top of this jack. I've used this technique several times, and it's become pretty much my go-to whenever I can use it. So yeah, instead of taking a long time lowering that, I use another trick with my drill here. And to speed up the process, I start cranking this up a little faster. And so I don't have a drain pan. I already filled it doing something else, so I'm using my Kool-Aid jar here, which is a little messy. It's not the best option, but it's all I had. And I'm just gonna allow that to drain. If anybody needs a pee break, feel free. And as you can see, I made a lovely little mess here, so an official oil pan is definitely much better than a Kool-Aid jar. So I have to take my time here to clean up this mess. And so we're just going to tighten this back on by hand. And make sure it's all cleaned up, just so later when I check, make sure it's still not leaking. So I'm gonna make sure it's all cleaned up here. And I had a little trouble pouring it in. This is a pump, it's pretty cheap. Normally this one works and it's good enough, but this one decided to give me a hard time. Okay. And so I had to resort to plan B. As you can see, I stuck the tube in the fill and I taped it right there. You normally don't have to do this. You know, hopefully your pump works for you, but in my case, I had to use gravity to get it in by taking this tube and going out above the tire here. And I'm gonna have to fill it from this. Obviously, and I'm not gonna be able to pour it straight into that little tube, so here I use my old turkey baster that I kept in my garage. Stick it inside there. And then on top of that, I use my filter. And I just pour it in. It goes pretty fast. You can, and luckily I can watch it go through the tube to make sure I'm not overfilling. And I just let gravity do its thing. I had every intention of waiting to hear it to make sure I can hear it go inside the Kool-Aid jar. But lucky for me, my neighbor who never does this long decided to do it on this day. So I had a hard time hearing. They ended up making a mess with that. So normally you'll want to change these out here and with the crush washer on the outside. But either way, you're just going to want to make sure it's really clean. Don't want any debris getting inside. And there you have it. Easy job. Get rid of this stuff here. And that is my show for today. Please subscribe so I can keep this going. And I thank you very much for watching.